Hey guys, how's it going? All right, so welcome to another 3 on the 3rd. We're going to be using this Distress Mica Stain in Harvest Moon and Mold Cider. So I'll try to move over here and shake. Hopefully they didn't like dry up on me or anything in between this. Whatever, I've had a couple hours in between making that first card. So, but I think I know what I want to do. Alright, so first of all, I want a nice base of yellow. And I want to like flick it up here. So, you know, we always do kind of like winter themed cards, whatever winter theme you want to go for. Alright, this is the most important flicking of the orange, I feel like. If you don't get that flicked, it's not going to look like kind of trying to get it to look like fire, okay? But there's a reason, which we'll get to. So winged fire, think of that. Anyway, check out all the links below, and you will see everybody else in this collaboration. And check out their awesome cards. I've already seen one of them, technically two, because right before mine, you'll probably see that I've put up Miss Elizabeth's cards, and super cute card there. She, well, except her machine pooped out on her there, so other than that problem, it's a fabulous card. And then Misty's, her Thursday, or I mean, I'm sorry, always we talk on Thursdays because anyway, she crafts on Thursdays, but her 3 on the 3rd, kind of, her 3rd comes a day early there in Australia, so, all right, so I'm using this set here, but be sure and check out hers because it is fabulous. It's a great way to, I won't tell you too much about it, but it's a fabulous way to use up like scraps, which is something I always need, and because I never know what to do with them. But and she got a new phone holder camera thingy, so that's cool because you can see it good now and everything. So I love how videos, it's like when you go back and watch your original videos or whatever, mine really haven't improved all that much, but you kind of cringe a little bit and like, but the setup has, so I don't know if my rambling has, but anyway, yeah, so can see a big improvement. I love watching you guys grow and just supporting each other and all that good stuff. All right, so we are going to use 2 different stamp sets today, but this is not just a, like a Christmas card kind of thing. I pretty much have enough of those. Maybe if I do the thing next year, I might think of doing 2, like 2 on 2, or I don't know, something. Because I only need probably 21, maybe 20, something like that. That would give me about 24, so that would probably be good. But yeah, so I'm going to start filling mine with New Year's cards, because I do like to send a card for the New Year's sometimes. And so, but anyway, so we're using this from, I don't know where the pack is, but this is from Visible Image Stamp Company, and it's called Phoenix Rising, I believe. I'll find the paper and show you. I know this one is called Face It, so I'm just using this right here, but you can put like eyes closed, mouth, nose, all that stuff. I don't. I just need the eyes. So, yeah. Anyway, let's see. I will stop talking and start stamping. Okay. I opened a new ink pad because I was getting really tired of stamping and it not stamping very well. And I'm telling you what a difference it made. Like, okay, so let me show you. So I did this first of all, okay? And yeah, that's how it stamped with the batting pad. And then you'll see a huge difference, I hope, in this pad. Like, oh, well, not the greatest. Maybe I should let it dry a little bit. That's probably what needs to happen, to be honest. But yeah, it stamps much, much better in general. After you let it dry. Hopefully our other one will be dry, so by the time we finish this. Alright, I'm going to call that good. Well, I've already moved it now, but I could have done that wing just a little bit better. But I'm gonna fan this one a minute because I don't have my heat tool over here. To be honest, this would be a nice embossed card if one had brought their embossing gun over, which I did not. But now do you see it's kind of like the flames the phoenix is rising from, you know? That's kind of why I went with those things. And I was kind of inspired with this today because today is the 2nd, actually, instead of 3rd, because, you know, I want it to be uploading tonight because my internet seems to take forever. But one of my, I won't say heroes necessarily, but favorite guys anyway, passed away today. And his name was Jimmy Buffett. You guys have heard me talk about him quite a bit. We have been to many, many, many concerts of his. I think I've been to 17, and my boyfriend had seen him 19 times. So he saw him twice without me. Once was before we met, and then once I was sick, and we already had tickets and everything, so I told him just go and whatever, and it was, he never lets me forget it. It was 6, 7, 8, so it was June the 7th of 2008, and she's like, I can't believe you missed 6, 7, 8, but I had like terrible ear infection, and I felt horrible that time. So, you know, you gotta do what you gotta do. Anyway, but we've always enjoyed, see, you know what, hang on, I need that thing back. I was thinking I was done with stamping, but I'm really not. But yeah, so are any of you guys out there parrot heads, or that's what the fans are called, basically. But yeah, I've enjoyed many, many concerts of Jimmy's. He was just a feel-good kind of guy. He was, I don't know, he was more, like, there are lots of people that I've seen over the years, you know, a lot, like Kiss, or just different people. But, I don't know, Jimmy was more than like a rock star. He wasn't rock anyway, but he's like a cross between folk music and country, and he was like a storyteller, you know what I mean? But he always made you feel good. And the shows were always like just happy, and you know, but he had some really deep songs, like he would shock you. But yeah, it was just, I don't know, it was just Jimmy. And but we always had a nice time, and sometimes it was hot as heck, let me tell you. But the parking lot was one of the best shows, because, like, they would tailgate early, and I was used to just tailgating, like, say, for a ball game or whatever, not necessarily a concert. But the parking lot was where it was at. And my boyfriend even built a bar and just, like a tiki bar. And that ended up being the way we met another couple that we still get together with sometimes from several states away. So, Jimmy brings people together too. But he actually, and my boyfriend is gone tonight. He is on a trip. I don't know if that's hitting or not. He's gone to a ball game. Well, he's on his way home now, but he won't be home till like 2 in the morning. But I didn't want to tell him because he has like a seriously old phone. It's like not a smartphone or anything. And so he doesn't really do the internet or whatever. So I didn't figure he'd hear that way. He does have satellite radio though. So I was afraid he might hear with that, with like Radio Margaritaville. And so, but he was having a good day and he called me a few times. And so I just didn't want to tell him, but then he was going to a music store and where his buddy works on the way, and I was afraid he might tell him, but he is not like a Buffett fan or anything, so I thought, well, maybe he won't, and he didn't. He hadn't heard anything about it, so he got back on the road, and I was like, because he still takes CDs and things with him, and so I said, this would be a great day to just listen to some CDs and, forget the radio and just tune into your own tunes and all that. I was trying to, just not let him know till he got back. But that didn't work out because somebody at the ball game told him. And so, of course, he was, devastated because he loves Jimmy more than I do. But it has been a big part of our life and given us lots and lots of good memories. So, so 2024. Oh, here's hoping that 2024 is a good year. But we need to lift each other up as a society, as, not just beat each other down all the time and fight and whatever. It's a little crooked, but yeah, life's a little wonky sometimes, right? Okay, so let's try that again. I have orange and stuff all over me from earlier because if you watched my Hobby Lobby haul, I opened that pack of the Distress Oxide spray stains, or spray inks or something, and whew, it was messy. It's still leaking. I actually ended up having that color, so I wasn't sure if I did, but for that, $2 and something, I could pass it up. But I'm just going to pour the little one into the big one as it goes down because it kind of leaks everywhere, and it is hard to get off of your hands, let me tell you. But anyway, but yeah, we love some Jimmy Buffett. If you ever went to a show, you just had to have a good time. I've never met anybody that didn't have a good time at a Jimmy Buffett show. It's just about impossible to do. And my boyfriend's been worried that we couldn't see, we might not be able to see him because he had been sick, and canceled the rest of his tour. He wasn't going to tour until this coming year, I guess, and so I hate that that's all over my hands, but so I use this Recollections, as everything falls over, Recollections, where does it say, copper foil cardstock. So just did a black background, and then I'm going to put this here, and this probably up there. That's where I did on the other one, but so pretty sure that's what I'm doing. Yep, that'll work. I want to do something a little different, but honestly, I like that, so why, you know, change it if you like it. But yeah, anyway, this card was kind of inspired by Jimmy Buffett because he lifted others up, I feel like. Just if you were, I don't know, you just couldn't be in a bad mood there, so. And he was a good guy in general, I think. I mean, like, he was a, you know, a billionaire. He was worth a lot. He has all kinds of restaurants and hotels and, you know, all the things. But your Margaritaville restaurants, your, oh no, got a little ink there. Okay, it rubbed off, yay. I think he has the Cheeseburger in Paradise. He, you know, he has some stuff. But he donated a lot too. Like he was very, very giving. So I appreciate that. And I'm sure, like you'll say, oh, it's a tax write-off. It's a, yeah, I'm sure it was. But still, you don't have to give to certain things. But he did. I feel like he was pretty kind soul overall. On the news, people have been saying like really nice things about him and all the other singers and whatever. But I don't know. It's going to be sad not seeing Jimmy again, though. But that's the thing about music, is he left us that. So, you know, that's his gift to the world, because that lives on forever. So, we've got that. Think about all those good times. All right. I'm about sure. Oh, I'm not really sure that I don't have COVID. Been wondering a little bit, to be honest. I think that it's just allergies. Although, you know, you guys know I was exposed and things. But my boss had it, and well, his kids had it first, one of his kids, and then another kid had something else. But then he had it, and so I've been around him more than usual, actually. And I've been trying for probably the last month to be what I call normal, and try to see what it's like without a mask and things like that. And to be honest, it didn't feel the greatest, but I was trying to do it anyway. I thought, well, you know, it's been a few years, like, maybe I just need to do this. And so, no, I don't. Normal is overrated, and I will not be that anymore. So, I am back to my mask. Thank you very much. If I get through this without getting COVID, then that will be great, and my mask will be back on. But I was trying to do, like, not every store, but some places or whatever. Maybe not Walmart, because Walmart's just gross anyway. But, you know, more open, like Airport Mall is so dead that it's just like a wide open space. And so I didn't feel the need, like, say, to wear my mask there. Or if I'm running in the post office or something like that. Because, like I said, sometimes it's just literally me most of the time in the post office. It's not living in a one-horse town, so there's not, like, an overflow of people. So odds are when you pick up your mail, you're pretty much in there by yourself. But just little things, and then a little at school and things like that. But it just so happened that I was around the boss, and there you go. So, you know how that goes. I know everybody has different opinions on masks and things like that. Some people hate them, don't want them back, but I'm sorry, they work. Like, they totally work. If you have the right mask. Now, you gotta have either the, like, KN95 or the N95s. But, I mean, I've made it for several years here without it. And so I feel like that those are some pretty good odds. So I'm going back to that if I make it through this. But at school, we also have strep throat going around. We have sinus infections out the wazoo. We do have some allergies. We have some COVID. What else do we have? We have pneumonia. Something else I found out the other day. Anyway, but so, it's just school's back. It's just germ city. But, protect yourself the best you can and keep rolling with it, I guess. That's what I plan on doing. I do plan on being a little more careful. I was kind of getting a little lax, trying to be just really somebody I'm not. So, I'm just going to get back to it, and I'm good with that. But anyway, so this is my 2024 3 on the 3rd cards. We rise by lifting others. And so just remember that when there are differences of opinion, ways to do it, or just if you're Jimmy Buffett and you just want to make people feel good and, you've got that. Some people have that gift, they just make people feel good. And Jimmy definitely had that. So, and I do believe, we rise by lifting others. So it's very true. All right, guys. That's my 3 on the 3rd. Be sure and check out the description box below where you will see all the other people playing along in this collab. And let's see what they have to make. Bye, y'all.